Hey guys, this is Marie and I'm back with another video, and this video is going to be day in the life plus morning routine with chickens. So let's get started. So in this video I will be showing you and talking to you a little bit about the chickens and also giving you guys a morning routine. So here we go. Now as you guys can see here, this is my chicken coop. It's actually a shed and we turned it into a chicken coop. It is a 10 by 12 shed and we absolutely love it. We have a total of 33 chickens inside of this shed. We have 30 hens and 3 roosters. We have adults, juniors, and also babies that are 3 months old. So I'm going to go ahead and let the chickens out so they can roam the yard, and then I'll go ahead and show you inside of the shed. So let's go. Good morning, ladies. As you guys can see, we have a lot of chickens. It doesn't seem like it, but we do. There's Bootsy, he's one of the roosters. Here's one of the babies. We decided to let them roam the yard now. We waited till they were about 3 months old, where they were big enough where they cannot slide through the fence. Because we had the problem last time when we let the first batch out and they went through the fence. So we decided to wait until these guys got a little bit bigger before we let them out so they didn't go through the fence. Here's our other rooster, Sunny. He's a Rhode Island Red. Let's see if anybody else is in here. There are laying right now. I'm going to go ahead and open this door to get a little bit more light in here so you guys can actually see a little bit more better. Here we go. Oh. Okay. So one of our chickens, when they lay, the rooster decides to copy them. I don't know if everybody else's chickens do that, but he started doing that. And he's the only one that actually does that. But I'm going to step back and show you guys kind of what it looks like with the doors open. So here's what it looks like. It's a really good size shed. It does have upstairs, like lofts. We have one on each side. So the chickens do jump on the perch and fly up there, and then usually most of them stay up there. And we do have a couple that do stay on the bottom on the perch. Here's one of our chickens named Eagle. She's a Americano mix and she lays like a bluish green color egg. We have a Rhode Island Red female in there, and we do also have a red right here that she's probably trying to get down. It is a little messy in here, so I'm going to clean it up while they are out of it. And I'll give you guys a little small tour once I clean it up a little bit. And we do get about 12 to 13 eggs a day with most of the adults and junior chickens. So looks like she's ready to lay an egg. She's trying to find a spot. But this is what it looks like. Yes, I hear you up there. Uh-oh. She's getting angry over here. Alright. They absolutely love this little perch thing. My husband put this up here so they can walk back and forth instead of flying back and forth, so it's easier. Yes, we hear you. Good morning. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is give them some fresh water. We have 2 water containers in the front. We put them on these little chains, and so they hang down. There's one there, and then there's one here. So that is the first thing I'm going to go ahead and start doing. Alright, so their water dishes are done, so they have nice fresh water in each one. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and give them snacks. So while they're eating the snacks, I can do their food. Because once I open this shed, they all decide to follow me in here and it's hard to get out of it. So this was the shed that we had the babies in. Right now it's just a mess with all of their food that we stock up and everything. We are eventually going to be cleaning this out and just turning it back into like a regular shed. But right now we're just using it the way it is. So here's their snacks. So I'll get this closer to the door. See, this is what I mean. And they'll trip you very easily, so you have to watch. So we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle so they can eat some snacks. And then you guys will be able to see the babies too. You'll be able to see the difference between the adults. So here's the most of the adults. There's a couple babies in the back, and then most of them are over here. The one that's in the middle that just ran is actually the other male. He's a black ocelot. He was a female and found out he was a male. So we do have a female. She's right there. The one that's right there by the fence, she's a Easter egger. And the one next to her, we have three of those. And those are bar rocks. We got 3 of those. The one that's right there, that's beautiful with the spots, I can't think of her name, but she's gonna be absolutely a beautiful hen when she gets bigger. The one that's right here with kind of no tail, she is a Americano. She's a full-blooded Americano. She's actually going to lay blue eggs. And we do have 2 of those. The other one is right there in the middle. And then I do have my Polish chickens, the 2 funky chickens that you guys can see right here. They're both females. I absolutely love them. They are so cute and adorable. They did get picked on when they were younger. A lot of these babies had picked on other babies where they would pick up or pick their back of their tails. So some of them don't have tails because a lot of them were picking at each other. And you're going to be hearing this throughout the video between Bootsy and Sunny going off all morning. So just to warn you guys. But this is most of the babies. Let's see if I can find, there should be 2 more Easter eggers. She's an Easter egger. There's a baby right there. But yes, Sonny, we hear you. The female right here, she's almost as big as the adults. So like here's one of the adults. There's the adults right there. So she's almost as big as them. It's crazy how big they are. I think these females will probably get a little bit bigger, but other than that, that's almost their size, but they'll get a little bit taller and bigger. But they're just so cute. Another thing I found out that those females, or that breed, is kind of like dumb birds. You will catch them like looking up against the wall and just staring throughout space, or they'll just go up to the fence and just stare out of space and just look lost. So I learned that, but that's okay. They're cute and adorable. There's the 2 silky females. They lay white eggs, little white eggs. Yes, we hear you, Sonny. Here's the male rooster. We'll see how big he gets. Alright, I'm going to give them a little bit more snacks, and I'm going to go ahead and start filling up their, what are you doing in that corner? You're going to get stuck. I'm going to get them a little bit more, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill up their container of food. These snacks are pretty much just a whole bunch of different seeds, corn and everything. I get these at the feed store. The small bag is like $5.99 for a 10-pound bag. And then I usually get the one that has like the corn and seeds mixed in together, and I think that is $6.99. So their snacks are really cheap. So I usually just fill up this bucket. I usually get about maybe 4 or 5 bags, and I can completely fill up this bucket. Of course, I'm going to be getting some more soon because it's getting kind of low, but they absolutely love these snacks. If you live in North Carolina, the location's in Pittsboro, so definitely check them out. They're like a home, they're a home-owned business, and it's like a family that owns it, and that's where I usually get all of their food at, their snacks, even this bedding right here, the hay and all that stuff. That's where we all get our stuff at. So, and it's super cheap, not expensive, and they absolutely love it. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put this back and go ahead and get their food and fill that up. What we put in their food is the layer food right here. This is a 50-pound bag, and then we do have the Start and Grow baby food. Now, since we put the babies and adults mixed in together, we do mix the layer food and the baby food together into this container. And then we also put this in here, mix it in there, and we also put these in there and mix it together. And then we also put oregano and crushed red peppers too. So it's like a whole mix that we put in here for the chickens. So they get a whole bunch of different variety of food. As you guys can see, it's kind of empty almost, but 2 of these bags will fill up this container, and it will probably last us about 2 weeks in here. So, but that's what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up their food dishes, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so both feeders are almost filled up. I don't fill them all the way up because they will eat on the top and throw it all on the floor. So I just usually fill it up almost halfway full. So, and then this is also on a chain that we put on here. And then we have this one that's on a chain also. So eventually we are going to get another one of those to put here, because this one is 2 more opened up to where they can throw it on the floor a lot. So I just put this in here for now because it's easier for the babies to reach. And plus the silkies, they have a hard time since they're short. So I try to keep it low so they can reach it and they can eat out of this one better. So got one up there still. This is usually around the time that all of them start laying their eggs. So they will be in here most of the day. We'll gather up eggs throughout the whole day till almost 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's pretty much an all day that we come out here and get eggs. When she moved a little bit in the corner, I did see a couple eggs already in there. So I just gotta wait till she gets done so I can collect them. Looks like she's about to go maybe lay an egg too. Hello, chickie. Some of them will let me pet them, some of them won't. For a little bit. Hello, chickie. And we do also have some of the chickens that do lay up here in the back corner. So I usually just get a ladder and just have to go up there and kind of get them. So We do check up here once a day just to make sure there's no eggs. Oh, there she is right there. But on the most point, they do lay on these shelves. They'll lay on the bottom and the 2 second ones, but the top one, they don't lay up there. We just put bedding up there, so at nighttime, if they want to lay up there, they can. So I'm going to be going ahead and fixing this up a little bit. I'm going to put more bedding up there and more hay to make it look more nicer, and where they can, if they want to do lay up here, they can. Because they do kick a lot of it off, so it's all messed up. So I'm going to try to just fix it up a little bit, just where they can come in here and lay if they need to. And then the only other thing I do in here is just mix this around a little bit. We just recently completely cleaned this whole chicken coop out last Saturday. So it's going to be almost 2 weeks since it's been cleaned. We wanted to clean this completely out because we were going to transfer the babies into this shed. So we wanted a nice, fresh, clean shed while we transfer the babies into here. So we did. We do have one of these little bars right here for them. We are planning on putting another one. You can already see the brackets right here. And so we're going to put another one right here. We are going to be turning them. So instead of it being this direction, it's going to lay flat like this. So once I get this board, we are going to move this one and flatten it. So they'll have more perches to perch on. So right now we just put some of these in here, and then we have a board that lays across these 2 blocks for right now for the babies. So it'll be a little easier for them to have more perch, but we are planning on getting another one to put right there. So, well, there's some of the babies now. Hello, ladies. Hello. Hello, chickies. Oh, they're gonna go eat. Fill it up, nice fresh food. So they're all gonna come in here and eat. Some of the reds are right there. The babies and the adults are actually getting along pretty well. They do peck at each other every once in a while, but not as bad. We're really surprised because we thought that the babies were gonna stay in their own little group, and then the adults will stay in their group. But they actually, within like 2 days, they all were like all together. So it was pretty nice to see them all together and not being in their own little separate groups. We only have 1 or 2 reds that are kind of mean, that they will pick on them the most. But other than that, they actually get along really well, so it's pretty nice. I don't think there's any chickens out there. This is the front yard right here, and then this is the backyard right here. So they have plenty of room to roam around every inch of the yard. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and work on these shelves right here. So here's the before, and then I'll show you the after once I clean them up a little bit. Alright, so here is the after. I put 1 more bag of bedding down on the floor, and then just mix it all around. And then over here I just put bedding down, and then I put more of the hay on top of it. We used to just put bedding down, and they didn't like that. So what I do is I put bedding down first and put the hay on top. And once we started doing that, they would come over here and lay their eggs. So here's what it looks like. So only on the 2 shelves I put the hay. And like I said, I just put bedding on here because they don't go up here and lay up here. So that's what it looks like after. Looks all nice and neat for now. Probably by tomorrow it'll be all messed up, and I just go back and do it again. I do have an egg right here. This is a fake egg. When we first realized they were going to start laying, we bought fake eggs at the feed store and put them on here so they would know to lay their eggs on the shelves and not anywhere else. So we just leave this here even though they know where to go, but That is a fake egg, and then here's the real egg. So that's what it looks like. So far I have 2. And I got 2 of these baskets. Got these at not Trader Joe's, but Tractor Supply. And one is already actually filled up already, so this basket will probably be filled up by tomorrow. And we have her over here. She should be laying any minute. There is actually eggs underneath her from other chickens, so once she gets done, I can grab those so they don't keep stepping on all of them. But hopefully she'll be laying soon. And I believe she's probably going to start laying next because she's looking. I did put a little bit more bedding back there and a little bit of hay, so she might lay down there instead. And then I do still have to check up here because I believe there's 2 or 1 chickens up here, and they keep making the chicken song. So she probably did lay an egg. Oh, let me put this board back down because she wants to get down. So let's see if I can do this with holding the camera at the same time. And you guys can see how it goes in. So we got this side. And this side. There we go. And she's probably going to jump down in a minute. Maybe or maybe not. She was looking like she wanted to get down. I don't know what she's doing. But, yep, so that's what it looks like. So, most of this I do every single day. The only thing I don't do is put more bedding down here. I usually just mix it around, but I decided to put more bedding and mix it. So this will last us for a little while. The only thing I really do every day is refix the shelves up because they mess it up completely within one day. Like I said, tomorrow it'll be all messed up. So I just refixed it up so it looks nice. So they have a place where they can actually lay. Oh, that was a good shot. So. And she's over here. I don't know what she's doing. Are you eating or are you going to lay an egg over there? I don't know what she's doing. Really? I just cleaned that. This is what I mean. They kick it all around and move it, and then it goes everywhere. So that's why it gets so messy. And half of it just goes back on the floor again, so I usually have to redo it. So I'm guessing she didn't lay an egg yet because she's still kind of looking like where she wants to lay an egg. So let's see if you guys can get a good idea of what it looks like up there. So both sides are pretty much the same. It does have like little vents right there so it gets airflow. But it's a really good size up there. And we do have bedding up there. So most of the adults and juniors actually sleep up there once it's time to go in at nighttime. So now let's see if I can show you kind of the other side. It's kind of hard to show you, but that's what it looks like up there. But it's a really good size shed. It's perfect for 33 chickens. I mean, we could add more and we would still have plenty of room because of having the 2 little top parts up there. So if we ever do decide to get more chickens, most of them will go up there and we will still have plenty of room on the bottom to have chickens. So we have plenty of room. So if you guys are looking at getting chickens in the future, definitely check out finding a good size shed because it really works. And it's a lot cheaper to go with a shed and you can turn it into the way you want to turn it into. The shed does have 2 windows. We do have them closed because it'd be getting down in the 20s and 30s at night, so we try to close them up. But I am going to be opening them up until the night so we can get some fresh air in here. But that is pretty much the routine of the chickens. Oh, you almost fell. Hey, Sonny. Where you going? He's doing his little dance. He's so silly. Hi, Sonny. You don't know what he wants to do. Sonny. Hey, buddy. He's actually a really good rooster. We haven't really had any problems with him. We have had him since he was a baby. Yeah, we don't really have any problems with him. He doesn't chase me. He doesn't be mean or anything like that. So I do pet him every once in a while when he lets me. Well, this time he won't let me, but usually I can catch him and I can pet him for a little bit. But most of them let me pet them. Yeah. They're ashamed to be touched. But let's go check out the other ones. Let's see where they're at. Most of them are over here. If you're ever looking for a really good rooster, I really suggest Silky males, because when we first got Bootsy, we thought he was a female. That's why I named him Bootsy. But he was actually a male, and he has actually really stepped up and became a really good rooster. He always calls out, like if there's something flying in the sky and stuff like that. He will warn them, and they will hide either underneath this table or over there by that tree underneath it. But he's a really good rooster. We really are surprised how well he is. He's actually a lot more better protective than Sunny is, and that's pretty sad, but it is the truth. Sunny is okay, but I would suggest more a male Silky chicken, because he does a really good job. Don't mind the mess over here. When it gets closer to summertime, we're gonna clean all this off. But in the meantime, the chickens decide to do a dirt bath over here, and they put a huge hole over here where the table's at. So we gotta fill that back up so we can put the table back leveled again. But like I said, he's a really good rooster. So if you're looking for a really good, smart, and protective rooster, definitely get Silky's, because he has stepped up as much as he should have. So, and he's a sweetheart. He will come to me. He does know his name, and he will come to me. He's known his name since he was a baby. Bootsy! Come here, Bootsy! Bootsy, Bootsy, Bootsy! Bootsy, Bootsy, Bootsy! Yes! Hey, buddy! Hey, buddy! So, he knows his name, surprisingly. That's Poppy over there. That's one of the females. She kind of knows her name a little bit, but not as much as Bootsy does. But let's go see where the rest of the babies are. Oh, there's one right there. I think most of them are over here in this corner. Oh, yep. We blocked that off. When we first switched the babies out from this shed to the bigger shed, the first day we actually had to catch the chickens and put them in there because they wouldn't go in there on their own like the adults do. And then we thought it would probably take about 2 weeks to actually have them learn to actually go in there after the sun went down. And it actually took them only a day to learn it. So it was actually, see, that's one of the reds that chases them and bees mean. Knock it off. It actually took them a day to actually learn. It was really surprising. Like I said, around between 5 and 6, no later than 6, is when they will all start going in, and they are all completely in the shed. So the adults will go in first, and the babies will wait till the adults go in so they don't mess with them, and then the babies will go in after them. So they're really surprising that they actually learned that quickly, because I thought it was going to take them probably about a couple of weeks to get used to going into that shed and us coaching them to go in there. Like the first batch of chickens, the first adults and juniors, it took us almost like 2 or 3 weeks to get them used to going into that shed. But these guys actually learned really quickly, so it was really surprising. She's been picked on a lot since she's a baby. Hi. Hey. So she is completely bald in the back of her butt area. It's kind of hard to see because she keeps moving. Stay still for a second. So hopefully her tail will grow back eventually, but they have picked on her so much that she does not have a tail at all. Hi. What you doing? Hi. You gonna say hello to everybody? Hello. Hello. No? Okay. But I decided to name her Bunny because she kind of reminds me of a bunny with no tail. So, but this is most of all the babies over here. They are doing absolutely wonderful. They have actually done pretty well growing up. The only issue we had with this group was 3 or 4 of them were picking on each other to the point where they would always peck at their tails, and so that's why most of them don't have tails, because they would pick at them. Like the 2 in the front, the other funky chicken, and there was another one that they pecked her tail off. So I don't know about this group. I don't know why this group, we had so much problems with them pecking at each other, because the other 2 groups, they didn't peck at each other. So I was very confused and didn't understand why these guys did it. So, but now they don't pick at each other. I've seen that they have not done it in a while, so hopefully it stays like that. So these girls can get their tails back because they are completely gone. So but there they are. They're going to be absolutely beautiful chickens when they get full grown. I cannot wait to see how they look when they're really full grown chickens. They're going to be absolutely gorgeous and beautiful chickens. Especially her in the middle. I got to go back and think of her name. I can't think of her name. It's some weird name. But she's going to be absolutely beautiful when she gets bigger. And there's the male rooster right there. Alright, well that is pretty much the update on all the babies and the adults. Let's go check them out one more time. Here's one of the babies right here. And then most of the adults are over here roaming around. Poppy over there getting a drink. And most of them are kind of in here. She's still in the... Oh. She got down and the other one popped up. You gotta get some of those eggs because you see there's eggs over there. I gotta get them before they start kicking them out of the thing. But that is pretty much the day in life with chickens and morning routine that I usually do every morning with the chickens. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!